they've been typically dealing with 15,000 trades per day, and that's increased to 1.5 million trades a day. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's another Tuesday. Hope you guys had an amazing weekend. This video is going to be talking about Trading 212 because I'm still getting questions about when they're going to be opening new accounts. And in all honesty, I do not know. But something was posted in my Discord group last week, which blew my mind when it comes to the stats around Trading 212. And no wonder they are taking a little bit of time just to pause. So I want to talk a little bit about that. And look, I'm going to try and give you alternatives as I already have done, but look, these numbers are mind-boggling, and working in the industry, I can see how this has presented a massive problem to them. Before we get started though, if you've not already voted for me for the award that I've been nominated for, which is the Online Financial Influencers Personality of the Year, that's the award right there. There is a link in the description and pinned in the comment box, which if you vote for me, you get entered into a £1,000 prize draw. Voting ends on April 19th. So if you've not already supported me, if you've not already voted, please make sure that you go and do that. I would really appreciate it. And one more thing to mention, guys, our very next live session is going to be on March the 7th, which is a Sunday at 9:30. So usual timings for our live sessions. But this one is going to be the first of many themed live sessions that I'm going to be delivering through the year. And this one is going to be focused specifically on pensions. So if you're self-employed, you're confused about pensions, you have family, friends, maybe mum or dad who isn't really too sure about where to begin with pensions, how much they should be saving, this live session is definitely going to be helpful. This is the artwork for it. We've got Martin from Pension Bee coming along on the day as well. So if you've not penciled it in, please pencil it in. It's going to be really, really good. I'm really looking forward to actually doing the session, actually having another voice on a live session with me as well. But it will be an opportunity for you guys to ask questions specifically about pensions from me and also an expert provider as well. So I hope to see you there. Let's get into this video. All right, so it's no secret, you still can't open an account with Trading 212. It's been about 4 weeks. So I think this is the beginning of the 4th week now, which is unprecedented for a company that in the past has been pretty aggressive around marketing to first-time investors with the promise of obviously zero commissions, so on and so forth. And look, we can talk about how we actually got to this point. I think that the whole GameStop and AMC saga may have kind of unnerved them a little bit. We know that there have been issues with the service for quite a few months before GameStop and AMC actually happened. I mean, people were talking about the fact that, you know, you can't place trades and have them executed within a decent period of time. And in fact, if you're not putting limit trades on there, you go and put a market trade on and you want to buy in at this level, but because it takes so long, that oftentimes the share price is higher and therefore people are paying more for their stocks and getting less shares for their money. These are all kind of like technical issues, operating issues that they do need to sort out. And they've had this issue with Interactive Brokers, who's their intermediary, for a long time now. And I did a video on that topic specifically. And look, I think AMC and GameStop kind of exacerbated that. And I think that ultimately, because they are a zero commission trading service, they have to take a minute and just think about what their model is, because I'm going to show you the stats in a minute. The stats are absolutely crazy in terms of how they've actually grown in the last year. And a business providing the service that they do, having marketed as aggressively as they do, I struggle to see how they're going to sustain this. And I think they need to do a lot of work to the systems and some of the operation of their business from a technical point of view to improve some of the difficulties that people have reported over the last 3, maybe even to 6 months even. I know that this was an issue probably back in August last year. So look, just look at these stats, because these are stats that went into my Discord group. And if you've not joined the Discord group, by the way, we have a great bunch of people in there talking about investing. Each week we meet up on a Sunday to have a look at the stock market and talk about stocks and all kinds of things like financials. So if you've not joined that group, definitely worthwhile checking the group. You can just click the join button underneath this video. But these are the stats that they've reported. So they've gone in the last 12 months from 400,000 clients to 1.4 million. That's a 250% growth. Now, any business would be absolutely ecstatic with that. But whilst it's great to grow your customer base, that does bring operational issues because you need to have an operation with enough size and scale to be able to service the volume of new users that you've acquired. And this is a question mark for Trading 212. Have they been able to do that in the meantime? Is that something that they're doing right now? I don't know. I'm not an insider. I'm just speculating here, but I'm pretty sure it's high on their agenda right now because operation capabilities have to be at the top of their agenda. Here's another stat. They've gone from 50 million assets under administration to 2.7 billion. I mean, this is absolutely insane. That's a 5,300% growth rate in the last 12 months. That is unprecedented. 50 million to 2.7 billion in 12 months. It gets even better. Look at how many customers they've actually had. Oh, sorry, trades that they've had. So they've been typically dealing with 15,000 trades per day, and that's increased to 1.5 million trades a day. I mean, 9,900% increase. It's bonkers. And this is another one. 28,000 daily active users to 600,000 active users. That's 2,000% growth in 12 months. Then the third one there is 30K record new funded accounts per day. 30,000 new funded accounts per day. This would be a struggle for most businesses to deal with. And the fact that they had issues with the speed of execution for your orders 6 months ago, August, September last year, to everything that happened in the run-up to GameStop AMC, I'm not surprised that these guys have taken a pause to halt new accounts being open and to basically just sit back and see what they're going to do. And I'm pretty sure, and this is just me speculating here, guys, there are going to be some really tough decisions that they're going to have to make as a business. Things that they're going to need to fix from a systems operational point of view, and whether this model is actually going to be sustainable for them. They'll probably need a huge injection in cash in order to maybe rectify some of the and improve some of the operations, some of the systems that work in the background. There may even be a conversation to be had with interactive brokers around, look, we cannot have orders being executed late because of the volumes that we're now experiencing. This would be a tall order for most investment houses. And if them dealing with this kind of volume on a day-to-day basis is absolutely insane. So I'm pretty sure that they're trying to reassess what they're going to do, how they're going to operate moving forward, so on and so forth. Now, they do have a community. And like I said at the beginning of this, one thing that you can level at them and often is leveled at them, and I've certainly had it, is the fact that they are rubbish at communicating. Now, if you go into their community, and I've got a screenshot of it here, people are asking them, what's going on? When are you going to open a new account? And they are just completely silent. The last communication was 8 days ago. And Tony here, like, I feel sorry for him, and this is not calling him out. He needs help because people want to open a new account. People are on a waiting list. And as people want to invest in the market, they try to see opportunities and buy companies.
You give the people what they want.
You can't be like, no, we're just going to wait. You have to have a timely fashion in which this is going to be resolved by. And their communication could be a lot better than it is. I mean, the last communication where they answered any questions was 8 days ago. And this is one thing I do want to get across in this video, guys. So at the moment, they're operating a waiting list. And there was a question in the community that someone asked, and I guess it's a fellow creator like myself. So as you know, we talk about Trading 212, do explain a video, show you how to actually use the app, so on and so forth. And we invite you to use our affiliate link so that you get a free share and we also get a free share. Now, depending on the size of your account, you can make quite a bit of money because of that referral exchange in terms of you get a free share, I get a free share. Typically, the shares are somewhere between probably £10. I have had some really expensive ones at like 60, 70 quid a share. They're very, very few and far between. But the creator has asked, what happens to the people who are on the waiting list but came through my referral link? And the question, well, the premise of the question and the motivation behind that question is this. If you went through a referral link, so for example, if you use my link and you're on the waiting list, because you're on the waiting list, you may not necessarily get your free share. And they did try and answer this, but it was a very, very vague answer. They said, of course, they will remind anyone on the waiting list to go back and find the original referral link that they used to sign up in the first place. So, i.e., if you are on the waiting list right now, and you maybe went through my referral link or a number of YouTubers who have referral links in their bios, in their descriptions here on YouTube, then it's really, really important that you go back to that original link in order for you to get free share. Because if you're on the waiting list and they approve your account, you're not going to get a free share. A little bit sneaky, some may say, but I can see why they would do that as a business. I don't really know, and I don't really want to know how much the free share stuff must actually cost them on a monthly basis. I mean, there are a lot of us talking about trading 212. It will be costing them in the millions in terms of free share allocation. So if they have a period of time where they can kind of get a ton of people on a waiting list and save on that cost, that is a business choice that I would probably make. I would probably communicate it a little bit better and let people know, but they are well within their right to be able to make that kind of decision. So it's just something for you guys to think about. If you are on the waiting list, you've been trying to open an account and you've put your email address on there, just if you want a free share, make sure that you go and find a referral link to use to make sure that you actually get that free share once you get the notification that the accounts are now available to be open. So guys, this isn't really kind of like, I guess, a tutorial video or anything like that, but I did just want to share because I keep getting these questions about what's going on with Trading 212. And yeah, I saw the numbers in my Discord group. They're mind-boggling. I mean, any business would be proud of that performance, and kudos to them. You can argue that the GameStop saga, they didn't really come out the best in terms of stopping people being able to trade and buy and sell. They're not the only ones, though, and there is a separate discussion to be had around that. I think ultimately they've been around for a number of years now, and they are one of the more intuitive platforms to use. So I think regardless of what happens, they were going to have a massive, massive waiting list. They're going to do okay. So regardless of whether you feel that they did right by the whole GameStop AMC saga or not, I think the business is still going to be good going forward. But those are just a couple of things for you to bear in mind. I hope you found this useful, guys. I really do appreciate your time, really do appreciate you thinking about me and voting for me. By the way, Sunday was amazing. So many of you have already voted and said that you've already voted across the various videos. It would be really great to win that award, and I need your support to be able to do that. But as always, thank you so much. If you've not listened to the podcast this week, go and listen to it. I've got a listener of the podcast on the show. I want to get more of you on the show, by the way. She's sharing her experience of starting up a new side hustle as a voiceover artist and being a first-time buyer in London. Some of the stuff that she's found during the pandemic, during lockdown, trying to buy a house in London. It's very, very interesting. It's a little bit of a different kind of conversation. So definitely go check it out. But remember, guys, money is a tool, life is for living. I will see you on Friday. We're going to be talking about eToro. I'm going to do a full review of them. Catch you later on.